Yeah, so like in the past, there are some of you who have actually said like, oh, will you do a music stream at some point? I don't think I will, because the thing is, it's there's a lot of planning and preparation that goes into live music, as you can tell by that terribly shoddy performance right there. But like, there's a lot of planning and preparation that goes into it, and I don't really want streaming to, like, I don't want streaming to require more planning and preparation than it already does. So I probably won't do music, like proper music. I'm happy to pick up my guitar and joke around and dick around like that, but I don't think I'll ever do a live music performance on Twitch. Let me see. Dub says, dude, fuck off, you killed it. I was glued to my screens. I don't know.
Let's hear you cry. Do not hope we will.
Oh shit, everyone's gonna attack me now? Fuck. Yeah, no, like, it's totally different. Obviously it's different taking the time to like learn songs and actually play them live than it is just like trying to remember chord sequences that I think I must have learned. Kickapoo was probably one that I learned when I was like 17 years old. So it's been a hot minute since I even tried that. As for Take On Me, I mean, who doesn't like a bit of 80s pop? Real simple chord progressions. In fact, there's many songs that just use the same chord progressions. In fact, there's that Australian band, aren't there? The Axis of Awesome, that do the 4-chord song. Who is Flanders? God, I need to replace Dio. It's Eris still, isn't it, in the game? But like... Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. How the hell do we switch Dio out for Eris still? I don't think we can. Aristotle, can you hear me? I'm lost and so alone. I'm asking for your guidance. Won't you come down from your throne? I'm down for ad-lib music. Oh, damn.
Out of my way!
The thing is, because I have my own music that I've worked on in the past, I could probably... I probably could do a stream where I like... where I can essentially use all of my pre-recorded material as a backing track and then do like guitar and vocals to it. But just... God, that sounds like a lot of work.
Defeat is not an option.
There we go. We are going to be sorted for camp supplies for a while, I think. I fuck around with lyrics so often. Yeah, that's kind of how like songwriting came to me. Like I don't know. I think because music without lyrics is just poetry, right? Realistically. Oh, sorry. Lyrics without music is just poetry. But yeah, I always used to come up with little limericks and stuff when I was younger. And that kind of scaled up into actual songwriting and playing instruments and stuff like that. Oh boy. But yeah, like there's no way that I'm doing that as like a channel point goal or something. But I think Spark, yeah, it was Spark, redeemed the sea shanty channel point thing. I took that off now because it's just like so difficult to like try and do something like that in the middle of a stream. Like having to switch from playing a game to like, okay, let's find a backing track so we can do a sea shanty. Especially when you don't know what's got oh, a Smilodon. Oh shit. And a lot of wolves. You don't know what... Oh, fuck, that's not good. You don't know what's protected by DMCA and what's not with that sort of music as well. Come on, heal, heal, heal! This is... Jeez. The Smilodon's dead at least. It's just plagued bear. Let me see... Oh, we needed to rest to get those spell slots back. That's not great. Cure moderate wounds on Samira, please. Seabass is there. Where's Travelor's there? Switch him into melee combat for a hot sec. And give him Mind Piercer. Yeah. There's a way to twist a song to fit any moment in a way bards naturally can. It annoys so many people who are lyric purists, but fuck it, it's fun. Yeah, like, I think Scanlan's Short Halt is a fantastic example of that. Like, my god, just the random moments that would, you know, call for a burst of song in the Critical Role campaigns. Or in the first one, I should say, at least. So good. So many just random lyrics thrown in and improvised. Plus, like, Sam Riegel has, like, said that he would go away and just write random songs that would fit for certain moments. So it wasn't totally improvised, but dude can still improvise, I'm sure. Alright, so we actually haven't been into the town. We've been everywhere around the town, but we haven't been into the town. Around the town, around the town, around the town, never into the town. Don't go into the town. Markville and Melissa, we spoke with those two. Okay. Any good loot? Fairy Tales of Avestan. I'll take that. What's this over here? More loot. Ho ho ho. They say the demons in the wound are on the move again. Something's about to happen. Oh shit, really? I should probably get on that then. If people in this little backwater village know something's about to happen, then I should probably know as well, right? Given that I'm supposedly the Knight Commander of the Crusade. Oof. What's this? Godspeed salad? Oh. Okay. We should probably teach ourselves how to cook that then. Which I believe we can do by going into our inventory and going to this one, is it? I think. No, maybe not. Next one over. Yeah, there it is. Boop. Copy recipe. Oh, what's these ones? Curse pilaf. Glowing croissant. Sorry, French people. What am I kidding? I've got nothing to be sorry for. That's what they talk like. Oh, jeez. I mean, I feel like the fact that I put UK as one of my tags in on my stream means that there will never be a French person that steps foot in here. You know? Let's see. It's fine, just act angry and they'll surrender. I mean, yeah, it's worked in the past, right? Act angry and they'll actually be willing to to give you, I'm not even going to go down that route. We're not going down that route. No, 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 no. We're not going to make jokes about the fact that they gave the Germans their entire navy to use against the British. We're not going to do that. It's true, though. Scapa Flow. Rip and Pip. Okay. Remember that time the Germans took their extended holiday through France in 1939? Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Jeez. There's a lot of dodgy stuff that went on with the occupation of France that, I don't know, feels kind of off. Like, I'm fairly certain, like, the resistance was a minority apparently. There wasn't a lot they could do to fight once they entered France. The thing that I always found, like, kind of weird is just the fact that, like, yeah, they were occupied, but I believe the British went to them and basically said, listen, the Germans are going to use your navy, your ships against us, so we need you to sink them. And the French said, no, we're not going to do that. No, we're not sinking our own ships. And then the Germans took over France and basically left the British no choice but to go and sink the French ships. So the British did go to Scapa Flow and sink, I believe it was Scapa Flow, and sunk French ships with French sailors on it because they would not sink their own ships. They wouldn't scuttle their own ships. And the Germans were going to use them against us. So, Yeah. Like the French women luring in German soldiers and ganking them and funneling their guns to the resistance fighters. Yeah. Yeah, there's some pretty crazy stuff that was going on. I mean, that's war, right, I suppose. That's war. Oh. Is this... What's this? Do you want to enter this location? Yes, please. It says inconspicuous camp. Are we getting lured in? And then we'll get ganked? And then our weapons will get passed on to the demons? Is history repeating itself? Wait, no, we're not the bad guys. We're the good guys. The fuck is... Who the fuck is that?
I tire.
You tire? I'm sorry to hear it, but we've got stuff to do. However, we will be heading off soonish. We'll talk to him in a sec. Let's scout the area out. Have a little look around, a little nosy, a little see what's what. Yeah, like I think it's kind of it's a popular joke, or a popular sort of joking banter in Britain to like dislike the French, but like, because I don't have any real, I don't have any animosity towards a specific nation. I think that's just kind of dumb, but there obviously is that banter there. But at the same time, everyone that I hear, like, if you go on, Quora's a great place. Quora's fantastic. It's a fantastic website for just like hearing different people's opinions on things. And there was a load of people on there that were asking about like where the worst place to go in the world is for like a holiday, and loads of people were saying France, and saying that like the French are incredibly unwelcoming to people who don't speak their language very well. And part of me can understand that, because, you know, it is irritating when you have to try and like relay information to someone who can't speak your language, especially when they're the ones seeking the information. Like, that can get a little bit irritating. Of course it can, but I think like British politeness is definitely a thing. You know, like, even if you're in that situation, you still want to help the person, you're still polite. Apparently that's not the case, or not the experience that those people had in France. But yeah, let's not go off on a French rant. The aged kobold sitting by a small campfire greets you with an amicable gesture. He doesn't reach for his weapon or hiss threateningly. All in all, his behaviour is highly unusual for one of his kind. Huh, so he's a kobold. Oh wait, no, now I see it. I think he's wearing a hat. Fair enough. His clothes look quite unusual too. Not many kobolds opt for human clothing, nor do they adorn their possessions with spikes or scales. Baguettes are overrated anyways. Yeah, who needs them? And croissants are shit too. And you know what? Fuck pain au chocolat and fromage frais. Oh, jeez. It's not even yogurt anyways, it's cheese. But yeah, let's talk about wine-blooded pasta stalling Italian. My god. Jesus. Are we just going for everyone in Europe that's not English at this point? I feel like this is really inspired. The chat has really inspired the voice for this guy. Greetings, my name is Quinok. I'm all alone here, so you may safely come closer. He speaks smoothly without the usual kobold hissing. Moving slightly aside, the kobold points to the carcass of a small animal on a stick roasting over the fire. Dinner will be ready soon. Can't really do a French accent. Italians have my approval. Pasta, right? Who are you? As I have already mentioned, my name is Quinok, at your service. The kobold offers a short bow, an unusual gesture for one of his kind to make. As a rule, kobolds do not express their respect to anyone other than dragons. I'm kind of a dragon. I am a traveler and a friend to the crusade. I can be your friend too if you are tolerant towards kobolds. What's the next area the crusade is heading to? We're going to Dresden. We're on our way to Dresden. Carbonara, mate. Oh, damn. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I feel like we don't do Italian food over here correctly. If it's made traditionally, yes. Yeah, this is what I was going to say. So, like, I think in England, we tend to make Italian food. And we make food from all over the world, and we say it's, like, it's Italian food, or it's, you know, whatever nation food. Insert nation here food. But, like, it's not really. It's just, like, food that's kind of like that, but, like, is built for our taste buds. So when I say like I don't like Italian food, it really just means like I don't like English people making Italian food. Wait, what did you say? Tolerant? Are you sure you're a kobold? Ah, so you saw... Oh wait, no, now he's doing the kobold thing. Ah, so you saw through my disguise. When I try to mislead you with sweet words and then ambush you. The kobold utters a loud hiss, which then morphs into an amused chuckle. Of course I'm a kobold. Trust me. You're not the first to be shocked after hearing me speak and realizing I'm not going to kill or rob you. I'm lucky if representatives of other races were to be seen as intellectuals or decent conversationalists. They have to read a lot of books, refine their manners, possess a passing knowledge of classical theater, and douse themselves in fine perfume. Whereas in my case, all I have to do is not launch at you with a spear or hiss every other word. What are you cooking? And judging by its ears and its hands' legs, a hare. The kobold casts a dubious glance at the animal's mouth, which boasts a set of huge teeth. Or maybe it's a tiger. Depends on your point of view, I suppose. What do you want from me? I want nothing from you. I'm asking for nothing. I'm simply offering my help. I sympathize with your cause, so I would like to offer and provide whatever support I can from time to time. Does that work for you? The kobold stops and looks at you expectantly. Let me see. No cream, chicken or bacon. We go to a lovely little Italian restaurant in Hereford. I don't actually think I've ever been to a proper Italian restaurant. It's spelt... Is it spelt Dresden? It's like D-R-E... I think it's one Z. But other than that, I think that's right, yeah. See, them sneaky Frenchies. Okay, it's canon. All kobolds are French. We serve our mighty dragon overlords. You know, the funny thing is, it's okay for me to do a French accent, but like there are certain accents from around the world where if a white guy did the accent, it would just be insulting. It would just be insulting. But French I can get away with because they're like, what? They're like 20 miles over the pond. Let me see. How exactly can you help me? With advice, mostly. Throughout my life, I've seen a lot. And a piece of timely advice can be extremely valuable, don't you agree? Of course, if your advisor is a kobold, the merits are not so obvious. But you're in luck. This kobold here has extensive knowledge of a variety of matters that you may find useful someday. After some thought, he nods towards the campfire. One more thing I have to offer is this here, after it's cooked. Okay, what's the catch? No catch. I am acting for wholly altruistic reasons, but my motives are something I would not reveal. Krennic turns his face to you, and his wrinkles become more visible in the glow of the fire. We just met 5 minutes ago. Don't you think it's too early to expect complete candor just yet? As I have already told you, I'm a friend of the crusade. You can choose to trust me or you can leave. I offer help and ask for nothing in return. So the question is simple. Will you accept the claw of friendship from a stranger, or is your distrust stronger than your need for help? Thank you. We would appreciate any help. Krennic nods agreeably. Then we have a deal. You won't regret your decision. Just drop by my camp every now and again, and we can have a word maybe, and maybe some croissants, some fromage frais. I'll be able to give you some useful tips, yeah? Why did I say yeah? That's German. He's a German-French kobold, okay. It's a very rare dialect, you know, but they do exist, German-French people. Pulling out a small knife, the traveller carefully cuts off 2 strips of meat from the roasted hare. He throws one into his toothy maw, and while graciously offering the other to you. A strange animal for sure, but it seems edible. The energies of the world wound, The energies of the world wound mask everything an illusion. Harmless looking animals try to eat you for dinner. Dangerous paths appear to be straight roads. And your enemies, sometimes your enemies can look like your friends, yeah? Krennic squints and looks deeply into your eyes. Confused because his accent just dramatically changed. Have you ever been in a situation like this? First you think a person is your friend and ally, but then the scales fall from your eyes and you realize they're actually your sworn enemy. So you catch this person
You tie them up. And then, you start thinking, how should you treat them now? Like your enemy? Like your former friend? It's hard to decide. What would you do if one of your friends turned out to be a traitor?
Try to find out what would force the traitor to reveal the truth about their real masters, then do whatever that is. Are you talking about someone specific?
Wow, your question reeks of paranoia. No, I'm not talking about anyone specific. I'm not implicating anyone. The kobold chuckles. I'm sorry, it seems my joke has spoiled your sleep for the next few nights.
Probably that one.
What if you have to threaten them with the death of their family? Or what if you have to grant mercy to someone truly despicable? You don't have to answer, I can tell by your eyes. You're willing to do whatever it takes. And that is correct. If you catch a villain, don't rush to put the noose around their neck. First learn everything they have to tell you. As for principles and morality, you better stuff them in the deepest pockets and don't bandy them about without good reason. I liked your answer. You obviously think with your head and don't just parrot the instructions to others. Then again, if we're discussing traitors, it is fortunate the betrayal is not reserved for mortals alone. Demons stab each other in the back far more frequently. The rumor is that there are at least 2 demon stashes within Dresden, filled with arms and supplies that were stolen by the Deskarites from Baphomets and vice versa. One of them is near the entrance to the fortress, while another one lies in the entrance to the citadel. Again, accent is going to change a lot. Where did you learn that? Well, that's highly valuable information. Of course it is, I wouldn't waste your time.
Oh my god, shut up, Krennic, let me leave! Cracking his knuckles, Krennic gives you an inquisitive look.
I hope when the time comes for you to make real decisions instead of hypothetical ones, your wisdom won't fail you. Just one bad choice can turn into a revered leader into a disgraced pariah.
He knows so much and he has so much to say, and I kind of don't want to listen anymore.
Oh God, more! I've seen it happen before. I lived through something like that. Like that. My tribe suffered a disaster caused by one bad choice. Can you even imagine?
The kobold squints sadly, his shoulders slumping a bit. With a sigh, he begins to talk.
I don't like telling this story, but it might be useful for you to know it. Perhaps it will serve as a warning.
I'd like to hear your story next time.
As you wish. I understand your time is short, and your list of things to do is long.
Yep, I have to go.
Good luck. I believe you'll need it.
Goodbye. We'll probably never see you again. We'll probably forget to come back here. Jesus. He is a very well-travelled kobold. A very talkative kobold.